Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There is so much happening. I literally have no choice but to slow down. A couple days ago, I went to martial arts on a Saturday. Usually, Saturdays are the days for rest for me. Mainly because when I was heavily in the Hebrew Israelite thought before it became a cult, I literally would set aside the 7th day of the week, which is Saturn Day, to rest. And then after that, I just did whatever I wanted. And I could see how leaving a day of rest or whatever your Sabbath might be is very important. And I kind of see Sabbath as a state of being, because you can sprinkle the idea of having a Sabbath anywhere, throughout your day, which can be meditation. So anyway, I went to martial arts. I went to martial arts on a Saturday. Peace, everybody who just joined this live. So I went to martial arts on a Saturday on my day of rest. I was told not to go, and I still went anyway. Because in my mind, I thought that I needed to toughen up and just go and do the dang thing. Because I realized that because of the complex post-traumatic stress disorder that I'm healing, it's in my mind, I always have to be doing something, and I have to be doing more of it. Resting wasn't a thing. With the trauma that I dealt with and that I'm healing from. So really it's hypervigilance. It's going out there, doing action and doing. And then I ended up getting struck in the head 3 times with a wooden club. This was in a situation where I was the person that didn't have the club, but the person is actually supposed to swing at you realistically, but stop before they hit you, but I actually got hit. So all right here was felt swollen. It still hurts. And then what else happened to me? I got hit in the shoulder with the club, and then all this is scratched up, and then this elbow is healing from bleeding. It was pretty rough time. And then the toe that I fractured 7 years ago in college started hurting, and that's on the left foot. So it's interesting that from literally head to toe on the left side of my body, there has been a lot going on. Now, with the left side of the brain, though, it's actually the masculine. It represents the masculine side connecting to the right side of the body, which honestly, I've been overly in my masculine, and I'm not talking about the way that I dress or the way that I appear. It's an energy that one can over exude when it comes to just being so action based. You know what I'm saying? So basically, the left side of my body has been hurting, and then after that, I ate some leftover food from the day before. It wasn't this was a week old, people, okay? This was just a bowl it was a noodle bowl, a ramen bowl, not the microwave bowl. I'm talking about a Japanese restaurant, authentic Japanese food. I got a ramen bowl. It had an egg in it, whatever. I've eaten eggs before because sometimes it can be good for the womb space. But something deeper happened. I ended up basically projectile vomiting and having diarrhea from 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. That same night, I was already injured. So it was truly a night from Hades. And to me, Spirit is saying, slow the frick down. And because I didn't listen before, when I got in a car accident some months ago, I don't know if anybody remembers that, but I got into one, and the left side of the car was smashed in completely, to the fact that I couldn't even open the left door, the side of the car, couldn't roll up the window. right? And then I got the car into the shop, then out of the shop after months. Then somebody who, who was my friend, they hit the car on the left side while the car was parked. The car was parked and it got hit. So all I have to say is, y'all, the left side is very significant because it represents the feminine energy, which is rest. It is receiving. It's the darkness and the mystery, intuition, introspection, going inward. Then the left gauge, well, the gauge is a size. So the left earring literally fell out. So this is a size smaller. My left side is a size smaller now than the right side because I literally had to use a backup. Not somebody's hair grease. Bruh. I bet it ain't me. I don't even sit over there. It's fine. I'll get it later. So this is the backup earring that I had that's a size under where I actually am on my right side. And then that one fell out. The backup fell out. And then I use the backup. So really, again, it's about slowing down. It's something that I don't think I'm really good at, to be honest. People always say, you're so good at everything. I'm like, that's not true. I need to slow down and introspect. My dreams have been wild since I've slowed down these past 2 days. I'm not taking any clients right now. There has been an emergency really in my life, and then I had a panic attack
after I was hit in the head and stuff, and it's when are you going to stop? When is enough? Are you in the knowing that you are worthy to receive rest? Because if I'm out here talking to everybody, lifting them up, encouraging them to take care of themselves, and I have yet to do that on a deeper level that I need at this current moment, then that is hypocrisy. And I talk about living in integrity, right? So it begins with taking my own advice. And maybe you're watching this because you also relate. Maybe you have a problem with slowing down and is it worth your health? That's what it comes down to. I'm not even on Instagram right now. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I feel like I want to vlog some of this experience is because I have been using this YouTube channel for a couple of years now to track some of my journey. And I'm in a very significant part of my journey where I see that change is inevitable. Change is inevitable. Change will never change. Or change will always change. Change will never change because change is change, if that makes sense. Let me rephrase that. The only unchangeable thing is change. There we go. That feels better. And I've had a kind of a difficult time grounding myself, my energy in this human body. I've been very dissociated for some time. And a lot of people wouldn't even guess the mental things that I'm dealing with right now, as far as if we want to talk about DSM-5 diagnoses, psychotherapy. I got a whole list, but because I'm really gifted and outgoing, people don't really think that anything's wrong with me, but they don't know. And it's not even me trying to hide or pretend. I'm always showing up authentically as myself. It's just people just don't know those things, and they don't have to know. I'm not going to be on here always talking about, oh, these are all the things that I'm going through. I do want to share some of it just for my own witnessing of evolution. I think vlogging and then watching it later maybe can help me also connect to my own human experience. There's thousands of people out here that connect to me, and it's I have to connect to me, so it's that. It's kind of when I've channeled a lot of messages specifically on Instagram that I've not gone back and watched. mainly because I wasn't really in my body when I channeled them, and I still don't really feel like I'm in my body to go watch them. Like, it's simple as that. So I'm doing my best to figure out what it means to be in my body in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when I ask people, like, hey, what does it feel like to be in your body? Like, what makes you feel grounded in your body? People are gonna say it's having sex or eating certain things, and that's cool. Like, honestly, those things can work. At the same time, I want something sustainable. I want something that's lasting, where I can feel grounded enough to be here on earth in a pillar connecting to heaven. I've been way too in the stars like all my life, because I am very astral. I am an astral being. And yeah, I just wanted to share that. Like, you can't get out of what you're supposed to be doing here. So whatever speed you want to go to is on your terms. But at the end of the day, if spirit is telling you and probing you to slow down, I just advise you to listen, because it can get kind of hectic out here. And maybe it's because of the path that I've chosen to be a conscious, awakened, master of self here on this planet, as I continue to evolve into that, because I am that, but it's like I still have to unfold in this plane. You know what I'm saying? And my Kundalini process has been very beautiful, also very wild, because of the different places that the Kundalini energy is housed at a certain time. So right now, it's really in my sacral chakra, my heart, solar, and throat. So what this means is, like, the Kundalini energy, or the life force, what people call the Holy Spirit in the Bible, it's this serpent, this very powerful, unrelenting, feminine, divine feminine energy that just burns up everything in its way that is unjust or not supposed to be, unjust or is not supposed to be there. So if you have any blockages in these chakras, the Kundalini energy is gonna burn that shit out the way. So it being in my sacral chakra, just starting there, it's like telling me that I need to create, I need to express myself sensually. And I'm like, how do I do that? Like, you got to be in your body in order to even feel any type of pleasure with life, even eating a meal. You know what I'm saying? You have to be present with that. So I've been meditating more, and I'm just grateful to be here, for real. I did go through I still go through the dark times, because I am in a season of shadow work. But it's like my sacral chakra is telling me to express all of the creativity that I have within me. And it's like, I got all these unreleased songs. And then when I go to mix the songs, the computer starts malfunctioning. So I'm like, what the hell do you want me to do? And then getting a new desktop, like, for $2,000 is cool. At the same time, like, I'm not taking clients right now. And I'm not about to be working at a restaurant like it was in my dream last night, which was a complete disaster because I got overwhelmed. And so it's really about being still. If you feel like you can't go backwards or forwards, it's because you're supposed to be like right here. Like, for real, right here. So I just want to share that for anybody who is open, as well as for my own self. So when I am continuing to be more present and able to observe my journey from a different way, I can go back and watch this and see how far I've come. Even when it comes to the hair, you know what I'm saying? Like, my hair is changing and things like that, as I am, because it is a rebirth completely. And what is it called? A decimation? Is that a word, y'all? Because it's not desolation, but a decimation of my ego. Whatever I thought I was, it's just going away. And I'm just open to the shedding process, although highly uncomfortable. I'm here. And I love that this big van just pulled right next to me on my left as I'm ending this video, because I'm getting a van so I can travel the world and live a simple life. That's what really I'm shedding into, is like simplicity. It just feels better to me. I grew up with, just like many of you, with very complex trauma, especially having preachers as parents but aren't really parenting fully. It's like, everything is all over the place. But anyway, that's why I am continuing to write. I'm gonna write, continue to write, and then I hope you get the book, because it's fire. It's amazing. I started writing today. Yesterday I did the title page, then I got overwhelmed, but today I wrote 10 pages, 11 pages, and I'm gonna write some more. First, I'm gonna go get a plant-based pizza though, and watch Hunger Games. I think that's kind of fitting, right? Eating a pizza and watching Hunger Games. No, I think that's funny. Yeah, I love it. It's time to find what I enjoy in life, not enjoy what was given to me or told to enjoy, but to genuinely enjoy my life the way that I feel, without anybody's supervision or criticism or control, which I grew up with a lot, you know, and finding my confidence again. You'll hear more about it if you want, or not. Okay, bye. Pray for me. Thanks. I love you. Peace.